I used to be very skeptical about teaching soft skills such as critical thinking, problem solving. I mean, can we really teach soft skills to the students? Because many years ago, in my work review, I will write things like I teach responsibility by having a class duty roster. But deep in my heart, I knew that it is impossible to teach responsibility just by having this class duty roster. How can a person become more responsible just by cleaning the class once every month? But my belief changed after doing a project with a friend. Her name is Ban Ling, a science teacher. She showed me that it's really possible to teach soft skills to the students. So what happened was that we collaborated and I had to watch her lesson once every week. The first time I watched her lesson, I was a little bit worried because throughout the lesson, she was not teaching much. All she did was giving the students some problems to solve and asking them some questions to discuss. Like for example, she will ask the students to discuss in their pairs, what is SI unit? Give me 5 examples of SI unit. Or she will ask the students to discuss in their small groups, what is potential difference? Draw an analogy that describe what potential difference is. And what surprised me was that every time the students came out with some answers, it will always feel as though the answers were not wrong. And Ban Ling's body language always shows the students that she's very curious about what they were thinking. And after many lessons, I realized that this is how she would normally teach, giving the students problem to solve, asking them many questions. And she will sometimes ask the students to discuss their homework with their partners. Initially, I was a little bit concerned because that was not how my teacher would teach me. But after many weeks, I saw the impact of the commitment. By showing the students that she's very curious about their answers, it makes the students feel safe. It makes them proactive in wanting to find the answers on their own. And after some time, I saw that everyone was actually thinking. It's very different from what you will see in other classes, where the students will normally sit quietly, waiting for the correct answers. But in this class, the vibe was very different. Everyone was actually active in their learning. 1 year later, this class took their O-levels and they did extremely well. What makes this even more amazing was that when the students were in secondary 1 and 2, they were supposed to be in the tail end express class, but they did way better than expectation. I mean, been in the service for 20 years, I've learned many things, and I always tell beginning teachers that if they really want to do very well in teaching or in any other jobs, they should not just blindly follow the norms, follow the SOP, follow what everyone else is doing. They should always be thinking critically from different perspectives and constantly ask themselves, can I do things differently? Can I teach differently? And I believe that sometimes we just need to have that courage to challenge the norm. And whenever I think about how Ban Ling teaches her students, how she developed thinking skills in them, I would imagine that her students will definitely do very well in their lives.